Welcome to RB Medical Coding class. If you're preparing for a medical coding interview and want to master evaluation and management, A&M, specialty coding, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll cover the most commonly asked A&M specialty coding interview questions along with expert answers to help you confidently tackle your next interview. Whether you are coding for office visits, emergency room, inpatient, or telemedicine, understanding E&M guidelines is crucial for accuracy and compliance. So, stay tuned, take notes, and let's dive into the first question. Question 1. What is evaluation and management, E&M, coding? Answer. Evaluation and management, E&M, coding is used to report physician and non-physician provider, NPP, services related to patient evaluations. These services are categorized based on factors such as patient type, new or established, service location, office, hospital, emergency room, etc., and complexity of medical decision making, MDM, or time spent. Question 2. What are the key components of E&M coding? Answer. M codes were based on three key components: history, HPI, ROS, PFSH, examination, problem focused, expanded problem focused, detailed, comprehensive, medical decision making, MDM, straightforward, low, moderate, high. However, office, outpatient visit EM codes are selected based on either medical decision making, MDM, or total time spent on the encounter. Question 3. How do you determine whether to use medical decision making, MDM, or time for M coding? Answer. MDM is used when selecting a level of service based on the complexity of problems addressed, data reviewed, and risk of complications. Time is used when the provider spends a significant amount of time on patient care, including chart review, discussion, and coordination of care. I always follow the 2025 AMA guidelines to determine which method applies best. Question 4. What are the elements of medical decision making, MDM? Answer. MDM consists of three key elements: number and complexity of problems addressed, amount and complexity of data reviewed and analyzed, risk of complications, morbidity, or mortality. To determine the EM level, at least 2 out of 3 elements must be met. Question 5. What is the difference between a new patient and an established patient? Answer. A new patient is one who has not received any face-to-face professional services from the provider or another provider in the same specialty within the same group practice in the past 3 years. An established patient has received services from the provider or another provider in the same specialty within the same group within the last 3 years. Question 6. Can you explain the 2025 E&M coding changes for office, outpatient visits? Answer. For 2025 office, outpatient E&M visits, the American Medical Association, AMA, introduced new telemedicine codes 9800098015 and guidelines, along with revisions to existing codes and guidelines, including a focus on time-based coding and medical decision-making, MDM. Question 7. How do you select the correct E&M level based on time? Answer. In 2025, when using time to select an E&M level, the total time spent on the date of the encounter, including both face-to-face and non-face-to-face activities, determines the appropriate code. Each code has a specific minimum time requirement, such as 98012, 10 to 19 minutes, 98013, 20 to 29 minutes, 98014, 30 to 39 minutes, and 98015, 40 to 54 minutes. The provider must document the total time spent and what activities were performed. Question 8. What modifiers are commonly used in E&M coding? Answer. Commonly used EM modifiers include Modifier 25 significant, separately identifiable EM service on the same day as another procedure, Modifier 57 decision for surgery, used for major procedures, Modifier 24 unrelated EM service during a postoperative period, Modifier 95 telehealth service provided via synchronous communication. Question 9. How do you handle E&M coding for telemedicine visits? Answer. In 2025, telemedicine E&M coding involves using new CPT codes for synchronous audio-video 98000 to 98007 and audio-only 98008 to 98015 visits with 98016 for brief virtual check-ins, while also considering payer-specific guidelines. Here's a more detailed breakdown. New CPT codes for telemedicine. Effective January 1, 2025, synchronous audio-video A&M services. New patients, 98000 to 98003, established patients, 98004 to 98007, synchronous audio-only A&M services. New patients, 98008 to 98011, established patients, 98012 to 98015. Question 10. What steps do you take to ensure accurate A&M coding? Answer. I follow these best practices for accurate A&M coding. Carefully review provider documentation. Apply the latest A&M guidelines and coding updates. Use MDM or time-based coding appropriately. Verify payer-specific guidelines for reimbursement. Regularly participate in coding training and audits to improve accuracy. That wraps up our session on A&M specialty medical coding interview questions. I hope these questions and answers help you feel more confident for your next interview. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to RB Medical Coding class for more coding tips and interview guidance, turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. If you have any questions or want me to cover a specific coding topic, drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.